Hi everybody, I am Richard Vigorelli, your guide for everything Chinese medicine. And I'm sitting here in my office because I want to talk to you about something of a little bit of a legal nature. Well, did you know that within Chinese medicine and its herbalism, there are 3 herbs that are taken from animals that right now, if you use them, you will go to prison for a very, very, very long time. So, what are these? And what are they used for? Well, first one is a thing called Xi Jiao. That means rhino horn. I know what you're thinking. Rhino horn. Make it big and strong like bull. Nice and virile. No. Actually, it'll do pretty much the opposite. Rhino horn is very, very cold. So, according to the ancient texts, we use rhino horn for getting rid of very severe infections. These are toxic heat, extreme heat in the blood, stuff that you're probably gonna die. There's a problem with it. Rhinos don't like parting with their horns. So you have to kill the rhino to get 1 horn. Bit of an issue. So it's not really a feasible herb to use. Yes, it is effective at getting rid of things. But here's me talking and the international community. Nobody needs a rhinoceros horn but a rhinoceros. Just how it is. So, what do we use as a substitute for it? Well, we use the horn of another animal. One that, 1, a lot more plentiful. 2, we can take the horns without killing it. It's called water buffalo. This herb is called Xi Jiao. And yes, I know I mispronounced that. It's less effective, which means we have to use a higher dose. The good news is we don't really need to use that much. So, the second herb that if you use, you will go to prison for a very long time, belongs to the Patagonian anteater. It's the scales. The name of the herb is Chuan Shan Zha. I got that wrong, but that's okay. It's the anteater scales. You don't really need to worry about what it's called. So what do we use them for? Well, they're fantastic for moving blood, getting rid of injuries, and helping a person to recover from an extremely traumatic event. Here's the problem. You have to kill the anteater, because you can't just walk by and pluck the scales off like they're petals on a flower. They're kind of growing out of the little guy. This herb is used so often that that species is going extinct. And if you are caught with them, you will never see the outside of a prison cell ever again. So, nobody needs them but an anteater. So what do we use in place of it? Well, we use other things that are much, much more effective. Things like frankincense, myrrh, and a few others. So, the third one, and by far the worst of them, because this herb is fantastic for healing broken bones. It is fantastic for helping a person to walk again and to move their arms again after a severely traumatic event. It's called hugu, which literally means tiger bone, because it is tiger bone. We use it for what's called B syndrome. B syndrome is achy, stiff joints, hot joints, burning joints, cold joints, etc., whatever joint you got. And it will help a person stand up. Guess what happens to happen to the tiger? You have to kill it. I like tigers. To me, they're quite sacred animals. They're beautiful. intelligent, wonderful creatures. Nobody needs a tiger bone but a tiger. So, I would under no circumstances use this. So what do we do to get the same effect? Well, there's plenty of plants that grow readily all over the world that will have the exact same, if not better, effect. And one of them actually grows out in my backyard. It's called horny goatweed. Very effective. You just don't want to use a lot of it, otherwise, well, I hope you're seeing somebody. So, these three herbs, if you get caught using them, if you get caught buying them, you'll go to prison for a very, very long time. Do not under any circumstances use rhino horn. Do not under any circumstances use anteater scales. And if I catch you using tiger bone, I will beat you to death with your bones. Understand me? Wonderful. So, that is all I have to say on that, and my name is Richard Vigorelli, and I am your guide to all things Chinese medicine. So, if you're new to my channel, please do me a solid and hit that big red subscribe button below. If you have any further questions for me, please feel free to set them in the comments, or you can visit my website at vigintmed.com. That stands for Vigorelli Integrated Medicine.com. And I'll be sure to get to you as soon as I possibly can. I'll be back next time with something else. Until then, you take care and stay healthy.